Okay, so I did a little redneck repair on this thing. This one here is the one that broke off. This one down here is the one that I just kind of bent with a pair of needle nose. I guess we'll just see if it works. Have to feed it back through the hub here and see if I can get to start coiling up inside. If it starts to coil, it should be fine. Might just be a little tricky, but let me see what I could do. Alright, be back in a minute. Okay guys, so I got the spring back into the hub, wound it all up. I got actually, you can see the back end of a vice grip down there holding everything going from blasting back down in and having to take everything apart again. Just want to make sure I have enough room for shroud and all that fun business before shroud and the handle rather before I go cutting and cutting the rope too short and then I'm screwed. So basically got this top piece mounted back on, and now you basically just have to set the gap in the points, or not the gap in the points, the gap in relation to the coil and the magnets on the flywheel. Basically what you're going to do is take a business card. It's kind of like what the standard measurement is here. But you basically throw that in front of the magnets, and then you drop the coil down over. Oops. Coil down over the flywheel, and try to fish your bolts or screws or whatever you have back down in there. Sorry for the fantastic camera work here, but it's only one person here. Let me just go grab a screwdriver. So I got these started here. Basically the business card sitting between the flywheel and the coil. Sorry again for the crappy camera work. Tighten these bad boys down. Alright, got the flywheel on, got the coil ground kill switch on, tightened down the nut for the flywheel. Basically at this point I'm just going to test fit this bad boy back on there, and let's see, where the heck did it go? Basically, oh there it is. Put that on the rope, let go of the vice grips, test out the recoil dealie with the hacked spring in there, see how long that lasts, and at which point we'll check for spark. Let me get this all back together and we'll take a look. Okay, so everything's back together. The new rope is installed, seems to be functional. That thing was a complete pain in the rear end. I've never seen anything like that before in my life, but you know, I don't even know what to say about it, but seems to be back together, functional. Redid the gapping on the flywheel and the coil, or stuff like that. Missing 2 screws here, but I think they were missing before I started, so I'm not going to really worry about that right now. But I'm going to stab my new plug on, give it a couple pulls and see see what I can come up with, see if I have any spark. Okay, so I got the plug and the wire there. Let's see what we can do. Let me see if I can situate this in such a way. There we go. Oops. There we go. That's a good sign. It has some spark. I guess next is to clean out the carb and run some new fuel line and clean her up then. Alright, we'll be back. So it looks like somebody tried to run this off of orange soda, and I'm going to clean all this orange soda off of it and put it back together. Missing a bowl screw. That must have vibrated out at some point in time, but gasket still looks like I can reuse it. I'll put it back together and see how bad it is. I'm going to have to go get another screw, but one of these are missing, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. But let me get this cleaned up a little bit. Alright, so I got it cleaned up a little bit. There's a bowl. See all that freaking pre-mix in there yet, or orange soda. But I'm going to put this thing back together and hopefully it'll do something. Alright guys, so I got everything back together. I ran 2 new fuel lines. The original fuel line is like molded, but fortunately it's a little old and doesn't really have much give in it anymore, so I just used a piece of vacuum hose for now. Hopefully that will hold up to the gas, but this thing is like a rock, so I didn't want to try to force it and break it, but I guess it really doesn't matter anyway. So alright, well, we got compression, we got spark, and we have a carburetor. We have a carburetor. That doesn't mean that we automatically have fuel, so I guess we have to fill her up and see what happens. Alright, well, let me get some stuff ready and we'll take a shot. Okay, so got the motor out there. Gave it a little 2-stroke prime for a good time. Let's see what happens. We got on knob in the back here is for high and low throttle. There's actually not a throttle like on 2 strokes. It's like low idle and wide open. So I already primed it with the bulb. Got the air cleaner and stuff back in. Let's try her out. Wow, runs like a dream. Try this out. Nice. You can see what I mean about the self-propulsion. When I undo this lever here, and lift this up, the tires go into the rollers there and start to push it. excited about that, actually. Again, it's a 1976 Lawn Boy. Lawn Boy, 2-stroke, 8234, 21-inch cut. Yeah, just had to take it apart, clean the carb. I actually cleaned out the gas tank before, because there's a whole bunch of schmegma in there, but yeah, hopefully I can either use it or make a whole bunch of money on it, because I got it for nothing. That's it. That's another Kramer's Classy Customs production. Stay classy.